Okay, so if you're a woman and you're shopping for undergarments and you're in Peoria, Illinois, does that mean you buy a Brazoria? I just don't get it. Um, so here's the. I mean, this is the only way I can remember things sometimes. Is like I think of Peoria, and then because my family's from Illinois, at least one side of my family's from Illinois. So, and my wife's family's from Illinois. So, Peoria, because I was going Brazoria, and I was going on the Brazier side and not the Oria side. So, there you go. You want a Brazoria? And I looked at that, and you could buy it now. Buy it now. Buy it now. Sencut. I'll give you the link to their website. They don't pay me anything, but okay. I don't know why I've gone on a Sencut crazy wretch. Oh, by the way, and that's the wax. Learn to walk the Waxahachie fix blade. And so I did a video on that one, by the way. I got the natural G10 in that, and I got the natural G10 in this. And you know why? Because I didn't want a black blade. Now, this would be good on that color handle, but whatever. It's satin, whatever. Okay. But, oh, by the way, how much they gonna cost you? 45 smackers? What? That's insultation. And no, it is not actually. It is a very, very good deal, my friend. And this one is D2. Kind of interesting, isn't that? Where's the Watauga? Where's my Watauga? But what are you at? Oh, hold on, that was handwritten there because I got that at the... Oh, that was a D2 as well. What the Hades is going on here? Okay, hold on. The Sakshi. One more try. What do we... Oh, we got 9CR. You got 9CR18 on the... Okay, on the Sakshi. So, and also on the Waxahachie that's 9CR as well. So we're 2-2, 2 D2s and 2 of the 9CRs. And of course I haven't cleaned this one up. What was I doing? I think I was liberating some other knives out of their boxes that came in the mail. I go, what am I going to use for a knife? And of course you always grab your cheapest bangers. If you're really going to use a knife, you're going to sacrifice the red-headed stepchild, and that's what this one is. And you know what? I like them, though. It's hard not to carry them because they're slender. It don't matter. You know, they ain't going to bang up. They ain't going to scar up. They good looking. This is the Brazoria, okay? And this one is not a button knife. And you know, button lock, they're good, but this is okay. This is a liner lock, and it looks good. I like the overall design. Sencut's been coming out with some good stuff, haven't they? This is a full-size knife. Here you go, deep carry pocket clip. Yes, it's mounted on top of the scale, not milled in, and that's because you can flip it to the other side. And of course, these are number 8s here. And so, I mean, they're kind of giving you some good stuff here. Fit and finish is good on these. They've skeletonized the liners. There's some big, I mean, you got a little lanyard pin there, but you got some good old size, hinderer size standoffs. Maybe not hinderer size, but pretty stout for what this knife is. And it's fairly lightweight too. Let's throw it on a scale. But I mean, I like the look of it. I like the design flow on it. It's a whole 91 grams. So let's kick it around to ounces and see what do we have. 3.2. 3.2. Okay. That ain't too shabby. Being as how it is basically a 3.5-inch blade. I mean, it is not just basically a 3.5. It is a 3.5-inch blade at 90 millimeters. Can we say 7.8 inches at 19.8 centimeters? Not quite 20 centimeters. Fairly lightweight. Where's your lockup at? That's 30%. You might argue 35% jimped here. Pretty easy to disengage, and it's pretty quick over the detent ball. It's over it, right? Boom, over, gone. Flipper tab hits you in the thumb. Boom, okay. Got a fuller there. Boom. So you can do that too. So you can flick it open with your finger or with the flipper tab that is provided at no additional cost. And yeah, it's jimped as well. It's reasonably grippy. And it flips open easy, which means it probably doesn't have tremendous detent. Okay, no. But it's okay. It's really fairly light, but almost failed it. Almost failed it. But you know what? It's just I tried to fail it again. Really, it's just a lazy flip. Okay, I did finally. But you know what? That's pretty appropriate. But it is just a light, easy flip to kick it open. So it's pretty fidget friendly. It's got jimping on top. I don't know. I just think about these Sencut knives and I'm going, they are just, I think they're a hell of a deal. You get them on Amazon. You can't get them from Blade HQ or White Mountain or Smoky Mountain or whatever, okay? Because they don't do that, and that's how they're saving some of the money through by avoiding the distributor retailer networks, okay? So that's where you're getting them directly from them on their Sencut.crazy, Sencut.com, yeah, whatever, .comedian, or go to Amazon. And if you got Prime membership, then you get free delivery, blah, blah, blah. You still got to pay tax. I don't know. I can't remember on the Sencut website. I don't think I bought one there. I think I bought mine all on Amazon because I'm a Prime member. But still, I like them. Now, the one thing that I'd have to say is, man, they're really avoiding the backspacer situation, which I kind of like. And this would have been interesting actually had they, check this out. So this has got like satin hardware, right? Okay. I think I would have liked this one with satin hardware. You could have left the black hardware, on these two, and that's fine, but I think you should have put satin on this one. Just saying, okay? So, and satin liners, like this. That would have been good, okay? But they didn't do that. But regardless, that's a sensible, I wonder if it'll cut anything, because I've been dragging this one around the house using it too. It's just amazing how I mix up my choice of knives. That way, see, if I use this one for cutting tasks one day and another one, another one, then I never get them dull enough to even have to put them on the strop. You know what I'm saying? So that's called the lazy man's way of rotating. But yeah, this is still fine. Okay, good. And a D2, it's a semi-stainless, probably not the best steel for, high humidity and a lot of moisture contact. But, you can wipe it down with an oily rag and it'll hold up pretty good. And I guess I'll find out more and more living in Florida, how that goes, as opposed to if it was a 9CR, then obviously it would have a lot higher chromium level, 9CR18. So you're talking about 18% chromium as opposed to a 12% chromium. Big difference. But, great action, feels good. Hold on, let's do this because it feels relatively slender in the hand. And it's about the same thickness as a paramilitary too, okay? So, not ultra thin, but definitely on the more slender side at 12.1 millimeters. And then 3 millimeter blade stock, 0.11. Okay, so, it's not real thick blade stock. It's not real heavy, but it's a 3.5-inch blade, and you're getting it to cut all the way back here. You're getting pretty much every good piece of cutting length out of that blade you can. And by the way, yeah, blade to handle length is good, and this flows right into the bolster and right in there. So really, design flow is good. Blade to handle length is good. There's just a lot of good, aren't there? I mean, you know what? So here's the problem. Sometimes I don't hold on to my Sencut knives very long. And I don't know why, because they ain't worth nothing. I mean, like, if somebody's going to buy one off me or something, what am I going to sell it to them? You can buy a brand new one for $45. So what do you want to sell for 20? It ain't worth selling for 25. You might as well keep it, hand it to a friend, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I really need to go back and grab a couple of Sencuts that I really liked really well, and then kind of do a Sencut roundup at some point in time in the future, because they're making some stuff, and I think that would be kind of interesting to kind of just round up like my favorites. And really, the Watagua and the Sakshi would be a couple of them for sure. And this one I really do like, but there's a couple of others that I've had before and done. I mean, you can look at just like Sencut knives and then look up my particular videos that I've posted, and you'll see the ones that I've put out there, and gosh, they're good. And then these I can have fun with. I could do another dyeing video, not about dyeing, I mean about coloring the scales. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, but you know, that kind of thing. And that'd be fun too. I mean, you know, maybe do some sapphire blue, or maybe some kind of a royal purple or a light colored purple, and maybe tropical teal or red or something like that would be kind of interesting. And just to hell with it, who cares? I mean, they're not that expensive. You don't have to do a backspacer. They come apart and go back together real easy. So, I mean, that could be kind of a blast. And you've got kind of a standardized thing, you know, for using for different colors. You're all starting with the same brand with the same color G10 as a natural G10. So that might be cool too. But, you know, ergos on this are like butter. They're like butter. I mean, that's good. And reverse grip is good too. So, and, oh, well, I mean, another thing to consider, of course, this one not being from the Atlanta show. Look at this one. This is from the Atlanta show. They're just, shit, I don't even think they're still posted out there. I mean, as of July 1st on their site. But you can get the Brazoria. I mean, and I'm holding the wrong knife. But, okay, so check this out, though. I'm not sure they always had a zipper pouch on them, but they do now. And look at that microfiber cloth. That'll be the color of the scales when I get done. But yeah, so where do you argue that $45? That's a rip off. No, it's not. It's one of the best deals in out there, I think. I mean, just for the nice fidget factor on them, they feel solid. No, they're not doing a lot of contouring. They're not doing a big lot of fancy backspacer work and shit, but I mean, they're reasonably grippy and pretty useful and really sensible blade shapes too. So you want to see what's inside this dog? I mean, the other ones that I opened before, like the Sakshi and the Watagua, which are button locks, of course, they, you know, have a button lock on them, and in the back you can see where the spring comes in. And so they're different in that respect, and a little bit more, you know, particular. And let me see if I can hold this in place and unscrew. Oh, I can, okay. Ooh, I should be taking it from the front, I guess, from what I can tell. Okay, yeah, okay. But I think it's a round pivot, and there's nothing under here to catch it. They don't have a notch like Civivi does. Okay, so, I mean, they do have two two places where you can put, so you can break it away. You can put a number 8 here, number 8 here, pop them if the whole thing turns on you, you know. So I mean, that's okay. That if that's the way they're doing it, then that's the way they're doing it. That's okay. It works for me. Just give me something to hold on to if you're going to make a round pivot, and they do. So okay. But here you go. Now this is presentation side. Okay, it's good. And look at that. Whew, skeletonized the shit out of that, didn't they? Hold on. Get you off of here. Will you let go? Ooh, baby. Okay, back in the back. Okay, so now here's our little lanyard pin sitting all alone. That's okay. I'll let you stay there, buddy. I don't care. I mean, I'm just trying to get to the bearings and pivot and stuff. I don't care about that part. Okay. So pretty clean. Looked like the lube probably picked up some stuff as a rule. Okay. And so here's the back side. And yeah, it's round. There's nothing there. I mean, the whole pivot will spin if you lock it down too tight. But you can always break it loose. And there's ceramic detent ball and ceramic bearings on here. So zipper pouch, ceramic bearings. I don't know. I haven't had any problems with these. But that doesn't mean you might not. So just keep that in mind. I mean, nothing's perfect. And look at these standoffs. Whew. They're pretty good. But you know, the fit and finish seems good to me. I mean, as just, you know, I'm picking it up, I'm handling it. There's no edginess, no sharp corners. Everything's rounded and fit. I mean, it seems okay to me, as far as I can tell. Okay, well, we got this cleaned up real easy. That was a nothing burger. Okay, but here's how we rolled, right? Because we had this and we took it apart from the front, so the back is pretty much intact. And so I guess that's the way we're going to build back better. I mean, what kind of advertising firm did you get? Fire those bastards, really? Build back better? Oh my God, that is so cheesy. I mean, that would be like on a Saturday Night Live skit, right? Oh my God, swear to God. I mean, I would have rejected that myself. I'm a stark amateur. Okay. Oh Lord Almighty. Okay, so here's where your stop. And we're going back here. So let's see if we can get this Build Back Better program on the road. We got any funding for it? Nah. We're going to promise something, but we ain't going to fund it. Okay. And let's get this on. See, that's why I like knives. They don't disappoint you near as often as everything else in life does. Okay. And what have we got? Number 8s? Could it be that we could use just one bit alone and accomplish the task? Especially on, a $45 shooter, right? I mean, it's not like this is like an $800 mid-tech or anything. Doesn't like spending most of $1,000 on a single knife. See, I can slather myself in Sencuts. Hey, maybe that ought to be a new slogan. Slathered in Sencuts. Ooh, well, that's dropping really nice. Now, hold on. Let me clean that blade up. Got that printed up pretty good. Ooh, look at this. That's from other cleanup sessions. Maybe time for that rag to go to the laundry. Ooh, that's, yeah. Whew, that just follows it around. Hold on. Let's see if it's too loose. No, I'm not getting any play. And it's centered. Okay. Ooh, that did make a difference on this one. I can feel that. That's drippity droppity now. Super fidgety. Nice. Just remember, you're in Peoria. So you got to get a Brazoria. Or Pretoria. Oh, I don't know. I like it. I'm not sure I'm that big on the name. It took me a little while, a little mental struggle to kind of get in the groove there. And you'd think the Watauga would be a little tougher, right? And then, of course, that fixed blade, the Waxahachie. So it's like, and then the Sakshi, which is, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, Sakshi, which probably means ancient warrior or something in some language. I don't know what the hell. But all I know is they some good knives, brother. And you know what we do? We love them knives. That sticker's getting a little worn, isn't it? We love them knives. So you guys, stay sharp.